What's up guys, Flo here. Today we're going to be coaching a GOSU player that has no smokes. So unluckily enough, in the beginning of the round, we had 3 duelists that locked. And especially on the map Pearl, it's kind of hard to win. In this coaching session, we work around how to play around no smokes and how you can properly play Sova on the map. Without further ado, let's head on to the video. Oh no, wait, not a single smoke? Oh Jesus. So at the moment, my immediate thought on how to play this is you need to take the space. Like there is no playing it slow. You kind of just have to take the fights and win the fights. Think of yourself as a duelist because you won't gain any value. You kind of have to like win the fights on site every single time. And then maybe post plant at B is probably the safest thing you can kind of do, but it will also kind of pay attention to whatever their comp is. Okay, depending on the dart he has, this dart probably hits the front wall. Is this a lineup? This is just for backside. This is a weird wall. This is a good flash. Just came out taking the space. Okay, you want to take space here. Nice.
74.
Alright, there you wanted to take more space. The moment you swung back, you were in the cubby, right?
Yeah.
Actually, that was a good position to stay because that way you could watch art. But when you go back close to the wall, now you lose line of sight of art again. And then you guys are all like very claustrophobic. They can crunch. You kind of have to fight for something. Also on ecos, take it a little bit slower. You can see how they're going to overreact because they only have pistols. If you play slower, it actually works out a lot better. Just don't split up too much. Wait, before we continue, have you heard of GOSU Academy? If you want to be the best at Valorant, there's no better place to go. And let me kind of explain why. There's generally no shortcut in getting good. It requires dedication, hard work, and sometimes a really great coach. That's where GOSU Academy comes in. GOSU Academy gives you month-long access to professional tier coaches where you'll have access to master classes, coach reviewed demos, Q&As, lectures, and even play 10-mans with other people in your skill level. The best part about these 10-mans is that after, you'll have a professional coach that was watching the entire time, review and give you critiques on what you could have done better. So if you have any questions, they will get answered. Oh wait, did I happen to mention that even their most basic package is for 30 days? And I know what you might be thinking. This must be really expensive, right? Wrong. I'm gonna help you out here. If you use code FLOW at checkout, you can get a 30-day trial for only 50 cents. For 50 cents, not only do you get access to everything I mentioned before, but you also get to play with other people like-minded just like you. And with this, you have all the staff that you need to accelerate your growth to Radiant. Plus, you'd be supporting the channel. Thanks to GOSU Academy for sponsoring this video. Links are in the description, but let's head back onto the video. Okay. I really wish they would wait for a second. There's no point in droning. Oh. You guys have to fight for backside here. There's no one posting. Swing through the smoke. Oh no.
We could have the flank.
Nice. Ask for someone to ping the spike. Nice.
Ah. I'm pushed in. They're on. Right side. Push in. Oh, nice try.
Round 5. Push out. Take the space. Don't sit in the smoke. Like, there is a lot of just nothing being happening and him just sitting inside the smoke. Nice shot. Oh, shoot. This is really bad. Going A just doesn't work. The Sage plays here, so you just get slowed. They're all hiding? These art. 100% art. Oh, this is actually winnable now. They're not playing very well. Okay, there's the art person. Oh,
Bro.
that is so unlucky. All right. Heads up. That was so unlucky, but like that was actually almost winnable. The Jet has actually a solid chance of just missing there. You skill. All right, if you guys are gonna go A, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna need to be A split. You guys are losing because you guys don't have art control. You're also running into a Sage, so that's why you guys are like having trouble getting out. So either stick to B or at the very least, you guys are want to split A.
I gotcha.
They got scared. They played that really poorly. They had the spike and they didn't watch the spike. Wait. If you're gonna do this, you want to lurk through art.
KJ, do you want to split with me on art?
Yeah, just walk up holding the right. Yeah, I'll just walk through the entire thing. I bet not a single person is looking. Nice. See, it works now. Look, the A hit works now. That's crazy. Nice job. This is how you like analyze your team strats. I know it's ranked. It's not that serious, but there's a big reason why things aren't working. You're running through a Sage wall, Sage slow every time you go out A. You don't have art control. You're getting pinched from art, flower, and backside. And you have to deal with the people on site. And then you're only coming from one angle. Once you split art, your teammates don't have to look toward art anymore. Awesome. That's so great. Nice. There's one close. Oh no.
Jesus.
He was good. I think he just didn't position well enough. He took a wider swing instead of, I think he should have swung in. Oh. Wait, she wins this with 1 bullet? She's going for it. She's going for the plays. Oh, where's the Phoenix? Phoenix flank? Oh,
Let's go, dude.
nice, nice. Reina cracked. Alright, you guys have mollies and a turret. What is this turret doing? Why is the turret here? They don't have an Astra, so they're not gonna fake smoke. See, this is the thing. They're not gonna clear this anymore, right? So they're gonna be more aware of where you are. Nice. One more, one more. Don't reload. I would recommend not just darting off the rip like that, especially since you can just spot it from so far. Like that dart, unless you were planning on like killing them from that far, it's like not gonna do much, right? But it will make it so that on the defense, when they're coming on the site, you won't have a dart. That you could have probably spotted for almost free. Like the dart is super good when they're attacking site. They have all the choke smoked, right? So they think that, oh, heaven smoked, link is smoked, it's safe. But then you dart, and then all your teammates sitting in the smoke just like spams.
They're most likely gonna have rifles here. So if I take my shot and miss, it's death.
Nah, you should be fine. I doubt they could hit it.
Yep.
I lied. He's the best. When you hold an angle like that, you want to hold so the left wall matches the wall like as far. Okay, so look how you were holding before. You were out in the open, right? You can line it up because you're not going to see them. There's all this extra space. Yeah, if you tucked all the way to the left side and just held for that, it would have been much harder for the fade to kill you. There's only like a quarter of your body or half your body is showing. All right, big gaps. There's one art. I would just go to A here.
Oh,
In that case, what was your thought process behind rotating through the sewers versus rotating directly to A?
I was thinking since they have a lot of mid presence that they might not check through sewers.
Okay, so they were coming through art, right?
Yeah.
So basically, I feel like what happens is when you go through canals and you go toward art, was that the original plan?
Yeah, that was just my plan
Okay.
in general.
I want you to envision it from the attacking side. You kill a guy on A, right? Are you
Yeah.
wary that someone could come sewers or like through the connector?
Oh, true.
Like-
They could be worried about that.
Yeah, you would naturally, like when you're pushing out art, you're always worried about someone coming through the sewer side on top of it. So I think that's like not really a flank. It's just like a natural rotation. Okay, we leave KJ here.
You still have this, right, KJ?
Nice. I like the comms. Okay, there's 2 art. Yep, this is where I W key. This is where I want to do something dumb. Like I want to push mid here. Oh, is he doing it? Nice. It's huge. Nice. That's it. No, we chill. We chill. We're in a 3-on-2.
get them?
You have 1 HP.
Honestly,
Like
just in
you
the
need to
corner.
blindside them with 1 HP. You just have to like hope they're not looking at you. Oh, nice. Everything was perfect. I liked how as you were rotating from mid to link, you were already thinking about ulting the spike. I would definitely, just as a heads up, next time ping for elevation. So like just ping on the spike because I'm pretty sure your ult was going into the floor.
We're leaving A open. They're just aggressing B.
Yeah,
I
that's
think it's
fine.
an A.
They probably don't know what's going on. I would chill. That dart is going to the moon. Yeah, that's
That just landed outside
Look at
now.
the dart. Yo, chill. Gun out. Gun out. Gun out. Oh, wait. He's close. He's close. Nice. All right. Overall, I like your thought process. There are a few things that I want you to work on. One is that you are over relying on spraying a lot. And I would definitely see that that is becoming like a big hindrance in how you take certain fights. I would want you to go into DMs and like literally hard limit yourself to 2 to 3 bullet bursts with the Vandal. No body shots, only headshots. And like treat it as like, if I die, I deserved it. Like think of it like that, because the point isn't to win the DM, just get the headshots, right? And it'll get rid of this habit where you have like, because a lot of the fights I see that you lose, you end up swinging, you get the first bullet off, which usually is an indication of you winning. Then you drop into a crouch, then your spray doesn't fully connect, and then they just headshot you. It's all obviously over the span of like a second and a half, but that's like a very common thing that I'm seeing. So playing DM like that will definitely help and make you less reliant. I also would recommend unbind crouch for some of your DMs, and you're gonna find that you can hit like crisp headshots more frequently. I think a lot of your headshots are like unsure almost, but since playing DM like that will make it very high risk, high reward, almost like I need to know if this is going to be a headshot before I even shoot the bullet. Like it almost like your brain registers like, oh, this is a kill before the bullet is even fired. That's what I would recommend in terms of that on the attack. I hope you kind of heard what I said about the A hits and why they weren't working.
Yeah.
The one time you guys actually did split art properly, you guys won. Think of it like that. If a hit isn't working, try to break down why exactly it is. It could be that you guys aren't hitting your shots. That is a viable reason, but sometimes sometimes it's just like, dude, I'm getting shot from the left, the right, back. Like there's so many places. You gotta figure out how can I limit it. And in those cases, that's what you would do. And then you can also like off of the back of your mind, can you remember where each player on the attacking side was defending?
I remember that Brim was playing more often than not B and would play a bit more towards main site. And Sage would wall off just main. Fade would play towards art. Jet was a little bit interesting because sometimes you would see her like she was hiding behind pillar on B main, but there was also the times where she was just sitting aggressing towards A main. And as for Phoenix, I think closer towards B link.
That's pretty accurate, actually. The Sage is the one that you really noticed because I just remember getting mowed down by that Sage wall, right? It makes sense. Brim, you consistently deal with smokes every time you went B. And plus, you obviously did see him there, but like unlike Astra, where there's global presence, Brim has to be relatively close. And Jet, yes, you are right. The reason is because a lot of Jets will alternate the sites they play just because it's like you're usually not better on one site unless you have the AWP, which is then why I would assume she's B. So in those cases, that's what you kind of want to think. And because you know that, you already kind of generally know where they're playing. So if you know Phoenix is going to be Link, well, it makes sense. If you're hitting A, how is Phoenix going to rotate? There's two ways. He rotates through sewers to help A directly, like through R, or to like he goes dugout that way or flowers, or he rotates through mid to backstab R. And that's why you caught the kill. And that's how you kind of piece it together. What are the immediate threats, right? So you're going to think, all right, if I'm hitting art, I have to deal with the art player, which was the Sage, possibly the Fade, and then the Phoenix will be flanking me later if I don't see him. That's how you want to think about it. So that way you can decide, okay, I got 2 kills. Do I want to just hold for the Phoenix? And maybe I'll hide in art, wait for the Phoenix to walk up and you won't expect me to be there. Or do I like just take sight and just ignore art and let Phoenix retake art? Because sometimes it's safer to just play with your team than split up. So that's kind of what you want to think about. And you already have the information. It's how you use the information. Because like I asked you and you already knew where everyone's playing. So how do you like now pick? Like, all right, if we know Jet and Brim are both on B, we know Phoenix plays her Link, that's like 3 players toward like the B half of the site. Because Link is technically closer to B than it is to A. And then you're also gonna want to think about why you don't full rush A in those certain circumstances. Because you think, okay, so that means there's 1 art player and probably 1 player on site, right? That's if the other 3 are toward B. Then if you decide to all rush A, guess what? You're gonna get pinched from an art player and you're gonna get pinched from a site player as you're rushing out. It's still 2 players. But if you split and you do a 3-on-2, then it's a 2v1 on art and a 3v1 on site.
Gotcha.
So then that will make it so much easier. And then even without smokes, you guys ended up winning it. I just want to point that out. All right, so I'm going to pull out my Valo plant and I'm gonna kind of point out some certain things that I saw. So you had a raise that was like on a site somewhere. You were here. This is actually a point where you have multiple decisions. You might not even realize it of where you want to go. So you knew people were here. And likely there were people here. You rotating like this doesn't hold anything. Now, what I mean by this is like the other 3 of your teammates were on B. So if you rotate here, I already imagined happening. This Raze is gonna die. This Raze has no backup. Most she gets is like maybe trades 1 for 1, maybe 2 for 1 if she gets really lucky. But like this Raze has no support here on her own. In that case, if you go this way, your 3 teammates are also going to be in the same position you are. Now, because you rotated here, once this Raze dies, they could take all of this space.
Yeah.
From this position, what do you do? Okay, I guess we have to wait for Cypher to clear this way area, right? But instead, if you went this way, your teammates go to take the spot that you would have. And then now you guys have it limited down to this. It sets you up better for the retake. Okay, there's 1 round on B where you immediately went to go play post plant. Yeah, Sova ult, and then you went all the way back like here. Okay, so in that situation, there's a few reasons I didn't like this. I think playing post plant is fine. It's not a bad thing, but I want you to think of the circumstances where you would want to play post plant. I don't know if you remember off the top of your head, you guys were in a 4v3. So you guys were in a man up position. Now you leave.
I basically leave them in a 3v3 situation. Yeah.
And it was too early. So what I mean by too early is that like you just got the spike down. Like if all your teammates died and they retook, your Sova wouldn't even stall long enough. So in those cases, it's play off your team. What I would do is probably sit around this area, watch like these or like something like that. So I'm close enough to support. But once the timer starts ticking down significantly, like maybe 5-10 seconds pass, 15 seconds pass, and then now like your teammates are dying, then I'm gonna be like, okay, now I can play for my ult because my ult can actually win the round. It's essentially doing this is just like for 15+ seconds, I'm not gonna do anything. Definitely think like how a round plays out. We're gonna talk about a B hit. A Okay, so it's like I'm gonna drone here. Our team's gonna go up with it, and then I'm gonna dart like right here or back call or something like that. Let me get the spike down. Oh, we plant here. All right, now I need to defend it for 20 seconds. After 20 seconds, then I can back up and play my ult. That's the only thing. Playing ult was fine. Playing ult was smart. You kind of like set a lifeline as a teammate, but I think like the chance of you dying here is like less than 1%. I know that you want to hide to ensure you can use your ult, but you literally just have to see this guy and realize like I don't want to take the fight and leave. And then you could have still been able to like trade your teammate. Like imagine if someone just ran out here and then you had like your killjoy out here fighting and then you would just kill that guy before backing out. The last thing that I can remember off the top of my head that I want to talk about was be a little bit more like willing to take space. Sometimes you just have to be willing to die. You had like one teammate default, one teammate like right here, and you sat in the smoke for a while. So you want to think of like, what can I cover? So your killjoy is in this corner, so she's gonna watch this. Your Phoenix is planting, so he ain't gonna watch anything. And then you're sitting in the smoke and you're kind of like in a bad position. What I want you to think of is that when is the best timing for you to come out of the smoke? Like, what are you waiting for in here? Sometimes it is okay to wait for a smoke, but like you would want to know what you're waiting for. So here, the thing is like the longer you wait, the more time they get into this position, they get to here, and then when you push out, you will die. But if you do it earlier, then you might beat a rotate. So sometimes this is why speed is a key, making decisions fast. Like imagine if you do this, right? So let's say Cypher is not yet flowers. As Cypher gets flowers, you push out, you die. Because if you look at the line of sights, you die. If Cypher is back here and you push out and you like hug this wall and you end up like there's no one here to kill you, you get a one-on-one with this Brim.
You maintain a little bit more space.
Yeah, more space. Now you guys have something to work with. But the moment that players are both posted here and here, there's nothing you can really do. You can't do much. So sometimes it is about just playing the best odds you've got, even though the odds don't look good.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I think that's all I have for you, unless you have stuff that you want to know.
No, I'm actually very satisfied.
All right, peace.
Take it easy, man.